AI Business Brief for April 19th, 2026. The App Store is seeing an 80% surge in new app launches as AI tools democratize development. Cerebras filed for IPO with $510 M revenue after landing a $10 B Open AI deal. Chrome's new vertical tabs and AI-powered video editors are making multitasking easier for small teams. Here's the full breakdown of today's top AI stories for your business. AI Business Brief 2026-0419. Next section, lead story. The App Store isn't dying, it's booming again, and AI tools are the reason why. New app launches jumped 80% year-over-year on iOS in Q1 2026, with April showing a 104% increase across both Apple and Google Play stores. The surge is driven by AI-powered development tools like Claude Code and Replit, making it possible for non-technical creators to build functional mobile apps. The App Store is booming again, and AI may be why what this means for you. If you've had an idea for a simple business app, inventory tracker, client scheduler, service booking tool, but lacked coding skills, AI development assistants can now get you from concept to working prototype in days instead of months. The categories seeing the most growth are productivity, utilities, lifestyle, and health apps. These are exactly the kinds of tools small businesses build to solve their own problems, then realize other businesses need the same solution. The downside? Apple's App Store review process is struggling to keep up. The company recently pulled high-profile apps that violated rules after they'd already climbed the charts, and a malicious crypto app drained $9.5 M before being caught. If you're considering launching an app, expect longer review times and be meticulous about following Apple's guidelines. The gold rush is real, but so is the scrutiny. Next section, tools and launches. Chrome vertical tabs. Google Chrome now lets you arrange tabs vertically along the browser side instead of across the top. Right-click any Chrome window and select Show Tabs Vertically to activate. This simple change makes managing 10+ tabs dramatically easier because you can read full page titles instead of squinting at truncated text. Free with Chrome updates. Chrome introduces vertical tabs if you run a service business where you're constantly switching between client portals, project management tools, and research tabs. This feature will save you time. The learning curve is minimal, and the organizational benefit compounds when you're managing multiple projects simultaneously. AI video clip creators. 5 tools are making short-form video creation accessible. Rec Cloud, free AI clip maker, 3,120-second clips. Opus Clip specializes in turning long videos into short clips with templates. Veed, $19/Mo Lite plan. Auto detects engaging moments. Vizard transforms long videos into shareable clips with auto scheduling. And Clap analyzes for virality, optimizes cropping and captions. Top 5 clip creator tools for small businesses trying to maintain a social media presence without hiring a video editor. These tools extract the highest value moments from longer content automatically. If you record client testimonials, webinars, or product demos, you can turn one 20-minute video into 10 shareable clips for LinkedIn, Instagram, and TikTok. Rec Cloud's free tier is the place to start. Starbucks AI order picker on ChatGPT. Starbucks launched a ChatGPT integration that helps you pick orders through conversational AI. The tool asks about preferences and suggests drinks. Starbucks AI order picker. The real lesson here isn't about coffee ordering. It's about how consumer brands are using ChatGPT's plug-in ecosystem to reduce friction. If you run a business with a complex product catalog or customization options, this same approach, conversational AI that guides customers to the right product, can reduce decision paralysis and cart abandonment. Ask yourself, could a ChatGPT integration help customers navigate my offerings? Next section, Business Playbook. HubSpot rebrands Inbound as Unbound. HubSpot's flagship conference is becoming Unbound, September 16-18, 2026, Boston, to reflect the shift from traditional inbound marketing to AI-driven growth strategies. Registration at unbound.com. HubSpot transforms inbound. The name change signals something bigger. The methodology that worked for the past 15 years, attract customers through content and personalization, is being rebuilt around AI capabilities. If you're using HubSpot or considering it, expect the platform's roadmap to prioritize AI automation over manual campaign building. For small businesses, this means you'll be able to run more sophisticated marketing with fewer people, but you'll need to learn how to prompt and direct AI tools instead of building campaigns manually. Block's AI-driven layoffs. Jack Dorsey's fintech company Block laid off 4,000 employees as part of a 3-week restructuring focused on excellence, driven by AI capabilities replacing human roles. More AI, fewer employees. This is the pattern to watch. Companies are realizing they can maintain or grow output with significantly smaller teams by leveraging AI for tasks previously done by people. If you're a small business owner, the takeaway isn't to fire people, it's to recognize that your 3-person team can now deliver what used to require 10 people. Invest in AI tools that multiply your team's output instead of hiring more bodies. Customer service, content creation, data analysis, and basic coding are the areas seeing the fastest replacement. Next section, industry moves. Cerebra's files for IPO. AI chip startup Cerebra's filed to go public with $510 in 2025 revenue and a $10 B+ deal with OpenAI for fast inference hardware. The company landed an AWS partnership and is positioning itself as the speed leader against NVIDIA. Cerebra's files for IPO. Why this matters for SMBs. Competition in the AI chip market drives down inference costs and improves performance for the API services you actually use. When Cerebra's claims to have taken OpenAI's fast inference business from NVIDIA, that means cheaper, faster responses in ChatGPT and any tools built on OpenAI's platform. You don't need to buy chips yourself, but you benefit from the price war. Anthropic thaws relationship with Trump administration. Despite being labeled a Pentagon supply chain risk, Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei met with Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles for productive discussions about collaboration. Anthropic's thawing relationship. The government dispute centers on Anthropic's refusal to allow its models to be used for fully autonomous weapons or mass surveillance. For business users, this is actually reassuring. It signals that Claude's safeguards aren't going away, which matters if you're using AI for sensitive work where ethical boundaries matter. The rest of the administration wants to use Anthropic's tech, so service disruptions are unlikely. RAM shortage may last until 2027. Memory manufacturers are only expected to meet 60% of DRAM demand by end of 2027, with production focused on high-bandwidth memory for AI data centers instead of consumer electronics. Prices for laptops, phones, VR headsets, and gaming devices are rising as a result. RAM shortage could last year's business impact. If you're planning hardware refreshes for your team, do it now before prices climb further. Delay purchases of nice-to-have devices and prioritize mission-critical upgrades. The shortage is driven by AI infrastructure sucking up memory supply, and that demand isn't slowing down. Tesla expands robotaxis to Dallas and Houston. Tesla's autonomous ride service is now operating in 3 Texas cities, Austin, Dallas, Houston, with no human safety drivers. The company logged 14 crashes in Austin since launch. Tesla robotaxis in Texas. This is still early-stage tech with real safety questions, but the business model question is what matters for SMBs. When autonomous rides become reliable and cheap, do you still need a company fleet? If you're in a service business where employees drive between job sites, autonomous vehicles could slash transportation costs within 3-5 years. Start planning for that scenario now. Next section, pricing and access. Watch. Anthropic system prompt updates. Claude Opus 4.7. Anthropic updated Claude Opus to version 4.7 with improvements focused on being less verbose, more direct, and better at taking action instead of asking clarifying questions. The model now includes tool search to check for available capabilities before claiming it can't do something. System prompt changes. If you've been frustrated by Claude asking too many questions before starting work, 4.7 should feel more proactive. The system prompt now explicitly tells Claude to make reasonable attempts instead of interviewing users first, and to complete tasks fully instead of stopping partway. No pricing changes, just better behavior at the same subscription cost. Next section, quick wins. Vertical tab workflow for research. If you're researching vendors, analyzing competitors, or comparing options, switch Chrome to vertical tabs and group-related tabs together. Right-click a tab, select Add to New Group. Name each group by project or decision type. You'll cut tab switching time in half and stop losing track of important comparisons buried in 20 open tabs. Turn one video into 10 clips, record a single 15-minute state of the business update or product walkthrough. Upload it to Rec Cloud, free tier. Let the AI extract 8-10 clips highlighting key moments. Post 1 clip per day to LinkedIn for the next 2 weeks. You've just automated 10 days of social content from 15 minutes of recording. Next section, Outlook. The App Store surge proves that AI isn't killing applications, it's democratizing who can build them. Small business owners with domain expertise but no coding skills are now competitors in software categories that used to require venture funding and engineering teams. At the same time, hardware constraints, RAM shortages, chip supply, are creating a 2-tier system where AI infrastructure gets priority and consumer devices get squeezed on price and availability. Plan your hardware purchases accordingly, and consider whether building a simple app for your business makes more sense than you thought 6 months ago. That concludes today's AI Business Brief. From Carolina Clear Tech. Stay smart, stay ahead.